Sharade pahi mam Shankara raksha mam. 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 Sharade pahi mam Shankara raksha mam.
Hare Om, Namaskaram all. We're going to get started. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Sharada Sharadamboja Vadana Vadanam Buje Sarvada Sarvatasmakam Sannidhim Kriyat. Om Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Bharati Karunapatram Bharati Padabhushanam Bharati Padamarudam Bharati Tirtamashraye Vidya Vinaya Sampannam Vitaraham Vivehinam Vande Vedanta Tattvajnam Vidushekara Bharatim. Om Sadguru Charanaravinda-bhyam Namaha. Hari Om. Namaskaram all. Thank you all for joining for this 16th session of Panchadasi lecture session. A beautiful Sunday evening. It's cold. We are looking forward to hearing a great lecture. Mami, please go ahead and get started.
Thank you very much. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. So doing namaskars to the Devi Sharadamba, to Shri Mahasanidhanam and Shri Sanidhanam, Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda, the entire Guru Parampara and all of you. We start today's lecture. Vidya Vidya Vivekena Param Samsara Varidhe Prapayatya Nisham Bhaktan Tam Vidyaranyam Upashraye. We'll start with the first shloka from Panchadasi. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambu Janmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmani. Right. First, we'll chant the 57th and the 58th verse. Thank you. Vrittinam anuvrittistu prayatnat prathamadapi adrishta sakrita abhyasa samskara sachivad bhavet yatha deepo nivatastha ityadibhiranekadha Bhagavani mamevartham Arjunayanya rupayat. So last time we had done this. We had talked about Nirvikalpa Samadhi and we saw how this Nirvikalpa Samadhi continues for a person who is in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, we said the dhyata and the dhyana are not there. Only the dhyaya is there. That is, the meditator is not there. The action of meditation is not there. Only the object Aham Brahmasmi alone is there. How does it continue without the meditator being there? So, it says, last time we saw, that Prathama Prayatna, the initial effort which propelled the person into this Nirvikalpa Samadhi, supported by two factors. One was the Adrishta. Adrishta means your own Purva Punya that you have done, that helps in this. That is fructifying, as the right now, as it is helping it. There is also, that is the prarabdha. And then the purushartha, how much effort, how much practice have you put? These two factors are helping the other one. So, the Samadhi Avastha will continue depending upon the initial effort associated with your past punya, and then earlier samskaras that you have gained by your practices. Yeah? I hope you all remember that. And very beautifully, Vidya Ranyaji had analyzed this for us last time. Then he gives the example of Bhagavad Gita in the 58th verse. Yatha Deepo Nivatastaha Sopama Negande Smrita. So, 66th chapter from the the 6th chapter from 11th shloka onward. No, this is what is talked about in the Gita. Having done that, now we go to the next shloka, 59th verse. Yeah. Now, again, what are the results of the samadhi? They are now discussed in this. 59. Anada viha samsare Satchita sanchita karma kotayah Anada viha samsare sanchita karma kotayah Anena vilayam yanti Shuddho dharmo vivardhate Anena vilayam yanti Shuddho dharmo vivardhate. Together. Anada viha samsare Sanchita karma kotayah Anena vilayam yanti Shuddho dharmo vivardhate. So, what are the results that are attained with this Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Now, that's what he is going to be discussing. Anada viha, anadau iha samsare. When we break the sandhi, it becomes anadau iha samsare. In the realm of transmigration, samsara, right? Samsara is transmigration from one to the other body, yeah, which the jiva keeps on going through. We all have gone through so many janmas. We all, it all started. When did it start? We always say, yeah. We just cannot tell. It is beginningless time. It has been there, period. Okay, only you can come out of it when it started and all. We can keep on doing experiments after experiment, but nothing will come to any conclusive decision. So, we cannot say that the transmigration started at this particular point or point in time. So why can't we say this samsara began at a particular point of time? We say samsara means, we have to understand, that means ignorance. Yeah, avidya. Because of the avidya only, maya at the highest level, we all have done that. So ignorance, because of that, we are all in this samsara. Ignorance of what? Not biochemistry. Yeah. Ignorance of my own atma, my own self. Yeah, we have to remember that. And so, this samsara is there only because of the ignorance. Once I understand who I am, then finished. Yeah, once I can get to that nirvikalpa state, that is finished. So, can we say that there was a point when ignorance was not there? Yeah. When ignorance was not there, and then we had ignorance. We cannot say that. Why? Because we cannot go from knowledge to ignorance. Yeah, we can only go from ignorance to knowledge. One example will clear this. Now, I did not, we don't have any other example, auntie. No, in Vedanta, we only know rope and snake. With that rope and snake, we can perform for 2000 yajnas, no problem. So, I did not know that it was a rope. Yeah. Ignorance of the rope. I thought it was a snake because it looked like a snake. That is the usual example we give. So, but now I know that it is a rope. Now I have that doubt is gone because somebody showed me that it is only a rope. Now I know that it is a rope. Now try to reverse that. Now I want to forget that it is a rope and think that it is a snake. Can that ever happen? It cannot happen. Yeah. Once I know that it is a rope, it will be a rope only. We can only go from ignorance to knowledge, not from knowledge to ignorance, unless we don't know for sure what it is. Yeah. But once you know that for sure it is what it is, then you cannot go back. Yeah. So once you have known something, you cannot forget that. Yeah. So if you do not know it well, then maybe you will forget. Yeah. Forgetfulness tells us whenever we forget something, that means that knowledge has been completely crystal clear. Yeah. If it is crystal clear, then we won't forget it. So that's why in Sahana Bhavatu, when we always say Tejasvina Vadhi Tamastu. Yeah, Tejasvina. Let my knowledge be sharp and Tejasvi. Yeah, crystal clear. As I get the knowledge, let it be. Not dull. Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah, I think you said that last time, Auntie, but I'm not too sure. No. So that is not knowledge. Yeah. So Anadau iha samsare. The first line. From the beginningless time, Anadi means beginningless time, the samsara has been there. The samsara, which has been there since time, we don't know, beginningless time. Beginningless time, we have been having the Jiva Bhava. And we have taken many births. This Jiva has taken many births. So many karmas have been collected. There is a huge big mutai. There is a huge big heap of my karmas. So karma does not always mean something papa, something negative. It also means punya. Punya karma is also problematic because for that also you have to be born. Yeah. So the one point to be noted is punya and papa, which is karma, cannot be performed in any other birth except human birth. Okay, they can be exhausted. They can be only accrued in the human form. We have taken a lot of birth, agreed, but other births, yeah, not human, but we have taken human births also many human births and non-human births we have taken. So whenever we got this human birth, it is like a recharging birth. Yeah. So for good or bad, whatever it is. So that is the different matter. And then we finish it and then come again. Whatever, some of the things are now finished. Appa finished. No. Don't worry. There is more. Yeah. So it keeps on coming, for the sale now, from now on, we'll all see for Thanksgiving, and then it already started Christmas sale and all that. But wait, there is more. What, how many things? So like that. But wait, you have just exhausted this. Never mind. There is a big heap. I can give you more vasanas, the Lord says. And then we keep on getting this. But remember, so much has been collected that we can never be sure how many human births we'll get. When will we get the next birth, next human birth? That also we can never tell. So next birth, can it be human birth? Don't know. We don't know. Yeah. Okay, let us say we are born as a lion. I'm not saying, like a pig or any dog or anything. Let us say we are born as a lion. Okay, so after the lion birth, the charge is lost. So again, can we come back as a human birth? Again, that depends upon suddenly maybe our punya karmas will show up. The papa karmas are gone now. So the punya karmas may come. So then the punya karma, we may become a devata. That will be nice, we think. It's not like a promotion. Okay? Don't think like that, because that's only very, very temporary. Yeah. From there, what it could be, some papa can, the sin can be next fructifying. And, you may become, who knows what, a blade of grass. We don't know. Everybody will be walking on you, like the way we are doing right now. Yeah. So be careful. Yeah. We really do not know when we will get the next human birth. But definitely we will get a human birth. And in that human birth, you get a chance to escape from this cycle. Yeah. We escape from this birth-death cycle only in human birth. So, how do we do that? Hare Rama, for 1 year we have been listening. And what did we say? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, and then Samadhi. Yeah. Remember all that. You get a chance to do. In every birth, you get a chance. Human birth. Yeah. But whether we are taking it seriously, whether we are following it up, everything depends upon each one of us. In that birth, in the human birth, the door actually opens for us. Yeah. For us to get into this, going back to, the Lord. So, if you want, you can go. If we want, if we put forth effort, then we can go. This is what we have to keep on remembering, that we are all given a chance, and even to be born as, as a Hindu or whatever, we are all exposed to this great knowledge, and it is giving us an opportunity to get back to get the moksham. How much are we trying? Yeah, we have to remember that. So, they may say that, even in the, Brahma Loka, you can get, in the Vedanta, Vijnana, Sujitsu, Sunischitartha, in that it says, how you can go to Brahma Loka. You can go there, and then from there, you will get a chance to go. But that is a very rare thing, because karma and upasana have to be done. Even to do karma becomes very difficult for us. Yeah. So anyway, the karma required is for going to Devaloka, etc. Okay. So karma here it stands for good actions. Yeah. Good actions are required. When you do a lot of good actions, then you go to Devaloka. Yeah. So now enormous amount of punya papa have been collected by us. As we said, it didn't start recently. It has been going on for a long time. It has been anadi. That's why he said anadau iha samsare. It has started since a long time. So beginningless time. Yeah. So this collection of all the karmas together, the name is sanchita karma. That's why in this it says anadau iha samsare sanchitaha karma kotayaha. Yeah. The karmas are koti, means crores of them. Yeah. And every time, only a wee bit of whatever from that koti, from the crores of karmas, some minuscule wee bit will be spent. Yeah. Sanchita of that goes away. Yeah. Like a mosquito life, what can go? It just stays maybe for a few days or few hours, we don't know. Yeah. If you are a human being, it's supposed to be 100 years. Yeah. And then, in the Devata, it may be more. We know in our one breath, how many germs are born and they are dying. Yeah. So we could be one of them. How much karma can go away in that? Yeah. Just think about that. Yeah. So only a little bit of the karma koti, some of it gets manifested here. Yeah. It's called as prarabdha karma. Right? You have to remember this name. And as long as the sanchita karmas are there, we are never ever free. So the balance which is there will keep on sending us to samsara. Come back, come back, come back, come back. So, how does that Sanchita end? The Sanchita ends only with this Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So, it's a great phala, the result of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. That's what is said here. Anadau iha samsare sanchitaha karma kotayaha. There are so many koti crores of karmas. Anena vilayam yanti. Anena. Anena means by this what? By this samadhi, by this nirvikalpa samadhi, vilayam yanti means they get destroyed. All sanchita karma at once. Control, Alt, Delete. Gone. Yeah. So at once all these karmas get nullified. Anena vilayam yanti. They are destroyed. Huh? But I have heard this expression, abhuktam karma nakshiyate. What is the meaning of that? It says that abhuktam karma means the karma that has not been experienced, enjoyed or experienced, it doesn't go away. Yeah? Those sanchita karmas, you are saying that it goes away. How can it be? So we have to understand only the sanchita karma will go. Yeah, the prarabdha karma for which we have taken this body will continue. Yeah, so that's why we find that even great Mahatmas, we see that they are suffering. But again, for those of you who have joined for Viveka Chudamani at the end, what does it say? Yeah. It says that, for him, what is there? Nothing at all. So it is because of others' prarabdha that they take it up. And all those different theories are there. In other words, the prarabdha will be there, but the whole heap of sanchita karma will be gone. So that's what is said. So, jnanagni dagdha karmani bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. In Bhagavad Gita it says, So a jnani will go through the prarabdha. So, but if the person has attained nirvikalpa samadhi, when he wakes up from the samadhi, he will go through the joys and sorrows of this life. Yeah. So, from the sanchita, only something has come out for this life. Yeah. So he will have to experience that. Yeah. So through the experiences of joy and sorrow, that gets exhausted. Yeah. So when we say abhuktam karma nakshiyate, it stands for prarabdha karma only, not sanchita karma. So whereas the sanchita karma is totally burnt. Now that's why we say that even after the nirvikalpa samadhi, if a great Mahatma wakes up from the samadhi, he may ask for coffee if he liked coffee before. Are you are saying that he is a realized soul, he is asking for coffee. Nothing wrong. That's they have liked it and they just, whatever they like, whatever they enjoy, they just do it. So it says, Kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. This is a Mundaka Upanishad. So these are all actually saying what we are saying is absolutely right. So these are the two quotations. One is from Bhagavad Gita, Jnanagni dagdha karmani bhasmasat kurute Arjuna. The second one is from Mundaka Upanishad, Kshiyante chasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. Once you see that, that ultimate reality, then all the karmas, sanchita karmas, go away. Yeah? So, anadau iha samsare sanchitaha karma kotayaha anena vilayam yanti shuddho dharmo vivardhate. So, how does the entire sanchita karma come to an end? Because, why? Because it pertains to the realm of illusion. Yeah? The whole thing pertains to that. Otherwise, we will always think, what kind of an explanation can you give? Yeah. So it says, until we realize we are actually some kind of a long dream only. It is another realm. So in a dream, one does good actions and bad actions. Yeah. And then wakes up. What will happen to the results of all those good actions and bad actions? That is the punya papa that was done in the dream. What happens to them? Huh? That pertains to a different realm. Like Gurudev always used to give this big thing about how he actually used to say President Carter had invited him to give him $1 million check. And the way he used to explain, you all should go through that wherever it is, I don't know. So how they invited him, how the red carpet was, put for him, and he went into the Oval, White House, and then one side he was made to sit, the other side President Carter was sitting, and then he just took out the $1 million check, and then he was trying to hand it over to Gurudev. Then only Gurudev realized that President Carter is not that tall, something like that. So Gurudev had to lean so much that he fell down and then he woke up. Yeah. So but then this didn't finish in 2 minutes like this. It just went on and on. But the whole idea is, it is so etched in my mind that I still see President Carter on one side. I really thought at that time that President Carter had asked Gurudev to come to the Oval House and all that. I was imagining all that. When the last line came, that's all, So this is what, from one realm, you cannot take anything. Yeah, nothing. So then after he woke up, he thought, at least I could have touched it with my hand. I mean, the way he used to talk as though he was interested, he was not interested in anything. But the way he used to make himself like that, look like that. So at least I could have looked at it. I couldn't because it was too far, all these things. Yeah. So that pertains to a different realm. So even though the realm of illusion has stayed from time immemorial, the moment you wake up, nothing of the realm of illusion pertains, it will come with you in this world. Yeah? Once you realize all those things, because it's a different level. So that's why karma kotayaha can be destroyed. There is no doubt about it. Otherwise, we will always think, how can it be? Prarabdha karma, a few karmas only can be destroyed in the whole lifetime. Then even a split second of that nirvikalpa samadhi, immediately everything gets, how can it be? Yeah, that's because it is from a different realm. And one more reason is, to whom did the karmas pertain to? Yeah, so it does not pertain to the Atma. Yeah, the karmas don't pertain to the Atma, the pure consciousness, because that was never the karta. The Atma is never the karta. Yeah, it does not pertain to the body also, even though the body was doing, that is, body alone could not have done anything. Yeah, the body is also not the karta. The body is only an instrument, karana. Yeah, the body, through that body we performed actions. The body is only a karana. Yeah, so the action can be ascribed to the one who is owning the body, holding the body and performing, right? So the body is not responsible. Huh? So when you say, I shouted at somebody, the speech is not responsible. I shouted. So something like that. So the speech organ cannot be punished. Yeah. So who is wielding this instrument of the body? Even the mind cannot be. The mind also, we are planning through our mind. We are using the mind. Yeah, again karana only. So you cannot blame your mind. My mind is always bad like that. I am very good in Mudima. No, you are that mind right now. Yeah. So the person who is operating the mind. So kaya, vak, manas, these are the karanas that we have. These are the instruments that we have. So who does the punya papa, who does it pertain to? Who belongs? Yeah? So the pure consciousness is akarta abhokta. It does not do, nor does it enjoy. It is only a witness. It is only a sakshi. Yeah. So all this belongs to the jiva. Yeah? The jiva alone. So who is this jiva? The jiva is something that has come out of the ignorance. We have seen that throughout this whole thing. We have seen that this jiva has come out of that ignorance of the self, that the consciousness, that is reflected, that attaches itself to the mind intellect, and then it thinks that it belongs to me. I am that. Yeah. So because there is no awareness about the real nature of the self, there is a projected entity, the imagined entity, yeah, which comes about, who says, I'm the body, I'm the mind, I'm the intellect. Yeah. All this. So this is called as ahamvriti. I am this, I am this, I am that. Yeah. The I notion is supported because of by the Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa means the reflected consciousness. Because of that only, this is able to say all that. Yeah. So we have already, earlier itself, we have seen consciousness getting reflected in the Maya is Ishvara. I hope you all remember. Consciousness reflected in the individual is avidya. Avidya, that is called as jiva. Yeah? At the macrocosmic level and at the microcosmic level. So Maya and avidya, two types of prakriti. When did we hear this? In our last birth. Yeah, long time ago. Yeah. So when we talk about the of the avidya, we talked about the three gunas, rajas, tamas, etc. I hope you all remember. So avidya is that truth, tattva, tainted with rajas and tamas. Yeah. Because of the tainting, the knowledge is not taking place. Yeah. At the level of intellect. And because knowledge is not there, there is ignorance. When there is no knowledge, there is ignorance. And because there is ignorance, there is a notion that this, that the self is the body, mind, and intellect. Yeah. Karya, Karana, Sanghata, intellect, in all this together. So the whole complex of BMI, the body, mind, intellect, the speech, the hands, the legs, everything, then that I am in all this. Yeah, I am tall, I am dark, I am short, I'm very intelligent, I'm very dull. All these become I. Yeah? So I am the BMI, I am the body, mind, intellect. So that notion gives rise to something called as jiva. So I become the jiva. The notion that I am this BMI complex. Yeah. So karya, the body, is the effect of prarabdha. Karana, the instrument, karmendriyas, mind, antakarana, the instrument with which we function. Yeah. So in this complex, there is this notion of I. Yeah. And this is called as ego. And this I is the ahamvriti, we say. Ahamvriti. So now, the entire notion of of I comes because of the ignorance of the knowledge. Because aham brahmasmi, if it is there, if it is known, if it will not allow us to say deha asmi. If that understanding comes that I am Brahman alone, then we will never, those two cannot stay together. Yeah. I can only be either aham brahmasmi. No, in the morning, when mind is very clear, I am brahmasmi. But I think by evening I become dehosmi. No, it's not like that. I am the body cannot remain with the knowledge I am Brahman. It has to go away. Yeah. So aham karya karana sanghataha, this vritti is the karta. Yeah. That's what happens. And actually the bhokta. He is the doer and the enjoyer. In this birth, each one of us, we have this notion, I am a woman or I am a man, all these things. Yeah. So I'm now young, I'm an old person. All these things which belong to the body, mind, intellect becomes me. And I notion keeps on changing. Once upon a time, I used to say I am young. Now I'm saying I'm old. So, but the I keeps on remaining. Yeah. Some way we drop the body on the way, and then some other body comes to us. Yeah. Then the notion of I am so and so will continue. In that body, it will continue. Right now, we are not able to know that, but we always wonder what will happen in my next birth. What will I say? That will be very natural because they have been, very used to doing that. Then I'll say, oh, I'm a pig now. Hello. Now, whatever we are. Yeah? So we are very adept at that. Yeah. So what does the Nirvikalpa Samadhi do? Array, where were we and where did we come to? Yeah. What does the Nirvikalpa Samadhi do? It strikes at this ego, completely annihilates. Yeah. So this kartritva, bhoktritva, everything is gone. Everything is destroyed. Then we cannot say aham jiva asmi because aham brahmasmi. It cannot be with that. So now you see what the problem is. So much of karma has been done. Punya, papa, everything is done. To whom does it belong? You cannot say that it belongs to Atma because the Atma never did anything. No, it didn't do anything. You cannot say it belongs to body because body is only an instrument. You cannot arrest that life for the murder that was done. Yeah, it's not like that. You cannot say my vak, my indriya, my speech, etc. are bad. Those are not the karta. Yeah, papa punya cannot be ascribed to anything except that ego. Yeah, manas also no. Yeah, so as long as that jiva is there, there is no knowledge, there is no jnana. Yeah, that is very, very clear. He is gone with that Nirvikalpa Samadhi, totally destroyed. Yeah, so it's all finished. Yeah, so then the jiva becomes an orphan. All the punya, papa, everything has gone. They become orphan. They don't belong to anybody now. I was owning them. Now, my jiva, right? So, Gurudev used to give an example. I mean, it's a very simple one. One man was put in the jail for all the crime that he had done, and then he died there. Now, what happens to his file? What happens to his file? They say the guy is now deceased, file closed. No, we cannot have it because there is nobody to take it up. No, the son should be punished. No. What did the son do? Yeah, something like that. So the file will be closed. Yeah. So the prisoner is deceased. So file is closed. So jiva is deceased. So sanchita is closed. This is how we finish that case of that sanchita karma. Anena vilayam yanti. For this only all these explanations are given. Because Nirvikalpa Samadhi puts an end to the whole of the sanchita. How does it do that? That's what we just now saw. So now we have seen two reasons. One reason is that you cannot smuggle anything from one realm of illusion to the realm of truth. You cannot bring anything. Yeah. Since punya and papa, the entire sanchita belongs to the jiva only, and the jiva bhava is now done. It is destroyed. Because of the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, therefore the entire sanchita goes to zero, becomes nullified. Then what happens? This is the second thing that happens. That is in the second part of the second line. Anena velayam yanti, then shuddho dharmo vivardate. Yeah? Shuddho dharmo vivardate. Shuddha means pure. Dharmaha Dharma means punya, so many qualities, values, so many, the person's greatness, etc. Vivardhate, it increases. Yeah. Just now you said Papa Punya are all gone. Have you forgotten? With that same mouth you are saying his Punya increases. What is this? Yeah. Nobody asked me like that. Yeah. Because luckily we are in the Zoom mode, so that's good. Yeah. So now here it is said that this is Shuddha, means pure Punya. Yeah. Now, the other one, Punya that we do in our regular life, when it is Jiva Bhava, that Punya is called as Ashuddha. Ashuddha Punya. Because it was done with the Kartritva Bhava. I am doing it. Once the person realizes, he will never say, I am doing it. It is done. Yeah, there will be a lot of difference. That's why we try to talk like that. Yeah, so that you will think that I'm a realized soul. It was done. No, so, like I always tell you how people talk. In the Kattaki enna venum means, what does this body, this wooden piece want? Nothing like that. I want 3 times, 4 times, full shapad, I need all the things. But then the way we want to show off, like as though we are a realized person will never say all that, because there is no I in the body for them. Yeah. So here when we say Shuddha Punya comes, that means all these beautiful qualities you can ever imagine automatically will be in that person. In that Jnani's personality, all positive, all great qualities will be there. Those qualities, as a seeker, he cultivated. Yeah, when he had that Jiva Bhava, he had cultivated. The Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, etc., etc. They will all become magnified suddenly. Yeah. Before, they had, he had that. But now it is 100%, everything is in him. What are like Adveshta, Sarvabhutana, Maitra, Karuna, Yevacha, Nirmamo, Nirahankara, Samadukha, Sukakshami, everything that we have learnt in Bhagavad Gita, all those qualities in 100%. Vivardhate. Vivardhate means it gets magnified, because his experience after Nirvikalpa Samadhi is that this entire world is me. I'm not separate from this world. Then how can he ever do any harm to anybody? It is impossible for a realized soul to do any harm. That's why when people, talk ill of some great person, it is absolutely wrong. It is absolutely wrong. There is nothing that you have to shudder at that. If somebody talks like that about a great Mahatma, you just run away from there if you are not able to correct them. Yeah. So his experience is, I am Sarvabhuta Hridayaha. I am in everyone. So this Nirvikalpa Samadhi does 2 things, as we said, again to repeat. One is the entire Sanchita is burnt out, and then he becomes utterly pure. The person becomes utterly pure. That is, the mind manifests the immense purity without anyone to own the purity. He will never say it is mine. Nobody knows. Right? He is like that. Hence it is called as Shuddha Dharma. Any dharma with Kartrutva becomes Ashuddha Dharma. So as a seeker, yeah, it is Ashuddha Dharma only. Yeah, we have to develop all these qualities. From now on, I'll say, Auntie, Ashuddha Dharma I don't want. I will wait to get all this when I get realized. In the don't think like that. Huh? I know some of you are already thinking. Yeah. So any dharma with Kartrutva Bhava becomes Ashuddha Dharma. As a sadhaka, it is only Ashuddha Dharma, because always Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, etc. is there in a seeker as a jiva. Yeah. But now being utterly pure, he manifests the immensity of the purity that he has now attained because of this. Yeah. So this is a beautiful thing that we have seen. Now, once the Jiva Bhava is gone, yeah, then the purity is so spontaneous. You know, the Sureshwar Acharya in Naishkarmya Siddhi, he says, Ayatnato bhavanti asya natu sadhana rupinaha. Yeah. So without an effort, it just comes to him. He doesn't have to work for it, but he becomes a person purified, like personified purification. Yeah. So that's why we all love to be with such Mahatmas, because they emanate all the great qualities that we cannot even aspire to have in this life. That's why we love that, because they are love means full of love only. Yeah. For us, if you do this, then I will have love. Yeah? If you don't do it, but today you didn't even smile at me. No, we have all these kind of inhibitions. No, they don't have anything. They just are like that. Yeah. So this is without any effort, it has come. Huh? So not something that needs to be practiced for them. Having said that, now let us go to the next verse. Yeah? More of that. More phala, the result. Next one is 59 is done. No? 59 is done. Now next 60. Yeah. So see, there is a printer's mistake here, printing mistake. Dharma megha, not dharma meta. Okay. So please correct that. Dharma megham imam prahuhu samadhim yoga vittamaha. Dharma megham imam prahuhu samadhim yoga vittamaha. Varshatyesha yato dharma amritadhara sahasrashaha. Varshatyesha yato dharma amritadhara sahasrashaha. Together. Dharma meghamimam prahuhu samadhim yoga vittamaha. Varshatyesha yato dharma amritadhara sahasrashaha. Yeah. So this Nirvikalpa Samadhi has been given a beautiful name here. What name is it? Dharma Megha. Dharma Megha, the cloud burst of nobility. No, we all know cloud burst. Suddenly there is I say that, oh, in Ann Arbor, it's just pouring. And then somebody from Nova says, what pouring? It is sunny. There is no rain. So some big cloud just suddenly pours, as though the sky has opened up. So like that, this is a Dharma Megha. Yeah. So this Samadhi, Imam Samadhi, this absorption, Prahuhu, has been spoken of as by the Yoga Vittamaha, by the experts of yoga, not by anybody, by all the rishis of the past, those people who are experts in yoga. They call this Nirvikalpa Samadhi as a cloud burst of nobility. So Dharma Megha. Next time there is a like that, any pouring Dharma Megha. Yeah, we can think of that. At least that much, we should get happy about what to do. Huh? Why do they call it like that? Yataha, because Yesha means this Samadhi, Varshati, it rains, Sahasrashaha, in 1,000 ways. 1,000 ways, what? Dharma Amritadhara. Dharma Amritadhara means a continuous flow of nectarine Dharma. Yeah? You can just imagine how it is. It is just something that you and I would want to have, because such a person is just full of dharma only. There is nothing else in them. I don't know how we just say, how was this person made? Because we always say 100% purity, even gold things cannot be made, no? So there should be some kind of, no, it's not like that. Now they have just become like Parutta Param, we say, no? When we look at them, the face just beams with that knowledge. Yeah. So much of nectarine sweetness of dharma pours in the person's heart. Yeah. Therefore, that person is an embodiment of goodness. Yeah. In fact, the qualities we find in a person of realization becomes the qualities of we as sadhakas. Yeah. We all have to emulate that person. Yeah. We have to practice in our daily life, because he now sets the standard. That's the standard. Our mind gets purified by practicing what he does naturally. Naturally, he will do. Yeah. So that's why, Shankara always says, Siddhasya Lakshanani Sadhakasya Sadhanani. Yeah, we always say that. So, the whatever they are doing becomes our sadhana, our practices. So the experts in yoga describe this samadhi as a dharma megham, because this samadhi rains countless showers of nectarine dharma goodness. So in an Upanishad, it is said, Chanam ekam kratushataha syahi. So that means if you have one chana, one split second of nirvikalpa samadhi, it is equivalent to performing 100 Ashwamedha yajnas. So we don't know about Ashwamedha yaga and all. Whatever we think of, 100 times, we keep on performing like that. So the punya of that is so much. Yeah. So now in Tattva Bodha, it says those who are disciples of these Mahatma, just see this. It says those who are disciples of such Mahatmas, they get the punya from the Mahatma. Yeah. So that's why we associate ourselves with all these great Mahatmas, because just being with them, we all know that everybody behaves so perfectly when Swamijis are here. Why? You were not like that 1 minute ago when he was not there. Why? We have seen that with our eyes. Because you can't but be good in their company. All your mind becomes so pure that you just start behaving, so good. And others wonder, this was like a rogue. How is he? Something like that. Because of their love and devotion, it just happens like that. So what is the result of this? Number one, again, we are repeating, the entire Sanchita karma is destroyed. Number two, he becomes an embodiment of virtues like nobility, etc. This is the Gauna Phala. This is the secondary result of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, not the primary result. Yeah. All this time you talked about the secondary. Yeah. First we talk about the secondary, like how they give prizes, no? First they will start with the consolation prize, third prize, like that, no? So here, the next two verses, the primary results of Nirvikalpa Samadhi is pointed out. Yeah. Okay, so let us go. At least a little bit we'll do. 61st and 62nd. Yeah, there it is. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite. Samulon mulite punya papakhe karma sanchaye. Samulonmulite punya papakhe karma sanchaye. Together. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite samulonmulite punya papakhe karma sanchaye. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilapite samulonmulite punya papakhe karma sanchaye. Vakyam pratibaddham sat prakparokshava-bhasite. Vakyam pratibaddham sat prakparokshava-bhasite. Karamalakavad bodham aparoksham prasuyate. Karamalakavad bodham aparoksham prasuyate. Together. Vakyam pratibaddham sat prakparokshava-bhasite. Karamalakavad bodham aparoksham prasuyate. Okay, so now we go to the first one. Amuna vasana jale. Amuna. Always this means this they are still talking about. Same. That's samadhi. I thought you finished. No. Now we are still talking about that same samadhi. Vasana jale. Vasana jala. The net. We all talk about networking, no? So then vasanas are all like a big net. They are called as a net because the jiva gets trapped in it. The jiva becomes totally trapped from the net. It is impossible to come out, no? That is what the whole thing. So what kind of vasanas? The very strong, deep-rooted notion of I am the doer, I am the enjoyer. We all know from the birth, I don't know how it just comes. The little baby doesn't know. The baby will always say, baby wants it. It doesn't say, I want it. It thinks that baby wants it. So at that time, it is perfect. But we say, don't say baby, say I. What we don't want them to say, we are so happy, Now he knows, Papa, what is your name? Our Vivekananda says, the moment we give them the name, we are saying that you are not John, you are so and so. Yeah. So we are one by one, we are pushing all these things. It's amazing. So very strong, deep-rooted notions of I am the doer, so I am the enjoyer. Yeah. So this notion of I am the body, so much strongly rooted, or a sense of that I am the man, I am the woman, etc., etc. Even our name is so strongly rooted. Yeah. The name came only after we were born. Yeah. But somehow that name is me. So strong. Yeah? Feeling of, oh, I'm going to die. So what? I came from somewhere. At that time, whenever I think of my birth, I should cry because we don't know where we came from. It is my birthday. Please have a party for me. So, very strong. Amuna, by this samadhi, vasana jale, in that net of the vasanas, nishesham completely. There is no other way to put an end to the vasanas other than this. But you already said that last time. But here, nishesham pravilapite. It is completely destroyed. All the vasanas of kartrutva, bhoktrutva, that is the jiva bhava, the vasanas, everything, all this. Of course, when we come out, as I said, the person will know. I want coffee. Yo, Vasana Jala is not gone for you. Don't say like that. Okay, the Prarabdha is there. So he remembers. He doesn't want to act any differently. Yeah. So we had said, Shravana removes the doubt about the subject. Pramana gata samshayaha. Manana removes prameya gata samshayaha. What is to be? Then samadhi and nididhyasana remove the viparita bhavana. Yeah, contrary notion. Yeah. So in Shravana Manana, you gain the clarity, but the inherent tendency from the past always opposes. That is why we are not able to continue with our spiritual practices. Because the tendency is there from Janma Janmantara. So that's why we all fall back so easily to what we were. I attended the class for 3 years. Now you're not attending? Gone. Mommy, what is this? Yeah, that's what it is. You have to constantly be at it. It's not a joke. Yeah. So the inherent tendency from the past is so much etched. We all have heard about this habit. If you remove H, a bit remains. I mean, this is all some silly thing, Then if you remove even A, the bit will remain. If you remove the B, then IT, it remains. If you remove the I, they say, some joke we say that tea drinking vasana remain. That's not joke. That is only a joke. But the thoughts, the impression, the thoughts remain. When everything is removed, but the deep impression is always there. It doesn't go away. When you have the samadhi only, all this, even the impression goes away. Because you get absorbed in the samadhi. By the samadhi, it goes into our unconscious state. The conscious state we all know, but it goes inside and the vasana is totally destroyed. So, the second line is important here. Thamulon mulite punya papakye karma sanchaye. Karma sanchaya. All the sanchita karmas. Which akya means they are called as, they are known as punya and papa. Yeah. All these karmas, sanchita karmas, which are called as punya and papa, yeah, they are just not removed. It says very important, samula unmulite. Samula, those of you who are gardeners will understand. Yeah, that means uprooted along with its root. Yeah, people come to help out in Avantika to weed. Yeah. Just cut it. That's all. Just cut it. All the weeds. Before they leave the premises, again it starts growing. Yeah, we all know. How do we have to do? We have to really dig it and take it out along with all the roots. Yeah? This is what the whole thing is. The vasana will look like it's gone. But with just when you are thinking like that, Narada Muni is in the story of we are doing in Tulsi Ramayanam, suddenly some kind of desire comes. You cannot even believe, he is the one who was so good. And then suddenly that is forgotten by Bhagavan's Maya. So, samula unmulita is a very beautiful phrase, uprooted along with its root. Yeah, not cutting the plant by the shoot. Now it looks so good. For 2 hours it looks good. Yeah, so in Tamil we say veroda pudungiradhu. Yeah, those of you who know, that means we have to remove that weed with the roots. You have to see the roots. Yeah, so then it completely dies. It doesn't come after that. Yeah, similarly, Nirvikalpa Samadhi removes the Sanchita along with the Jiva Bhava. Yeah? The Jiva Bhava goes, the very Karta, the doer, and the Bhokta, the enjoyer, it puts an end to the notion that I am the doer, I am the individual. This was not told before. Here we say that Mula, the root, it's from the morning we are talking about Mula. So in Kathopanishad we talked about Urdhva Mula. So here this Mula means the root. I am now, it is that I am so and so, totally gone. No, because normally, when we do wrong things, what do I do? By mistake, I did that. By mistake, we keep on having this guilt feeling. So then what do they say? Then they say, hey, don't worry. You now regret it, no? Do some prayaschitta. This karma you do. And then you give dhanam. Something they will give, they have some kind of prayaschitta karma for everything. You do that, it will go away. That prayaschitta karma will only remove that thing that you have done. But again, I will start doing some kind of papa. Yeah, it has not removed my nature of doing. That ego has not gone. I hope you all get the difference between what this does and what Nirvikalpa Samadhi does and what other things do. Yeah. So whatever I have done, now I regret. I won't do that karma, but I will do. So there are so many people, oh, but I didn't do that. So now you did this. No? So something like that. So all this, the punya papa, all this will completely be gone only when Jiva Bhava ends. And the Jiva Bhava will end only when this Nirvikalpa Samadhi is perfect. Yeah. So, Amuna Vasana Jale Nishesham Praviliyate Samulon Mulite Punya Papakye Karma Sanchaye. That means when the vasanas are unhighlighted, when the mula, the root of the punya papa, which is the jiva bhava, and the results of punya papa, they are totally uprooted, lock, stock, and barrel. Everything is completely removed. Then what happens? Tada! For that you have to come back. So, but auntie, why do you stop like that? Because I want you to come back. Yeah. So in the next one, so what happens? We will see in the 62nd shloka. All right. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mukshiya Mamritat Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mami. Excellent talk again. Learned a lot about particular Samula Unmulite, so something we can continue to use in a lot of times. The way road putting of this, something we do. I think something we can use it in a nice way also. But I think the point of Nirvikalpa Samadhi and getting to that, and also the palan of what we are seeing, is a huge difference within even our philosophy. Lot of so it's the depth in what we do and what you get is interesting. I'm reminded, I think it was 15 years ago or something, Swami Tejomananda was there in our Avantika. He had a meditation class.
Mm.
So in that seminar, one of the first question they asked is, so you're talking about how people get realized. So one person asked, how do I know if other person is realized?
Yes,
So
right.
the question was more saying, how do I realize? What is the characteristics of a realized person on that? So Swami Chidambaram laughed and said, you will know once you realize. So their point was, how do I know somebody else is realized?
Yeah,
So
right.
it's very interesting here. They address also the concept of how do you, what are the characteristics of a realized person? The idea of about that mega, that was Dharma mega, was very, very nice, right? It's a flower and we see it. We see it actually close when Swami Ramana Maharishi was there. They said people like to go and stay with him.
Yeah.
It is just that just being in the presence itself is considered as a pleasing thing. It's people who do not know anything about our dharma, do not know anything. Just staying next to us a major thing. We see it with most of the folks who have gone the Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And the Sanchita Karma is a very important piece. It goes away. That kind of explains in a lot of ways what happens, why people continue to stay. Thank you so much, Mami. It's very nice. Just wanted to remind people that if there are questions, please do send an email out at panchadasi@svbfnorth.org. And all these lectures are recorded and it's available in YouTube, and we have a playlist. I go and see myself at times, go back and revise. Please feel free to do that as well. So with that, thank you so much. And if there are any other comments, please feel free. Jambuji, do you want to have any comments on this?
Thank you so much. I think we had another Varsha of Vedanta Varsha, Dharma, thank you.
Go ahead, Srini. Please, the closing remarks. Thank you.
Mangalam Guru Shri Chandramaulishwar ke Shakti Ganapati Sharadambige Shankaracharya ke Shakti Ganapati Mahaganapati Sharadambige Kala Bhairavar ke Kali Durgai ke Veera Dheera Shura Hanuma Maruti Charanati ke Mallikarjuna ke Selva Janardana ke Amba Bhavani Kambada Ganapati Chandi Chamundi ke Shri Krishna Bhagavan ke Shri Chakravasini ke Sita Rama Lakshmana Sahita Maruti Charanati ke Vidyaranyar ke Vidya Shankaram ke Vagishwari ke Vajradega Garuda Anjaneyar ke Shri Valli Deva Sena Sameta Subramanyar ke Tungabhadrai ke Shringanivasini ke Sringeri Puriyil Nilaithirukkum Engal Sharadambigai ke Satchidananda Shiva Abhinava Nrsimha Bharati ke Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Guru Sarva Bhaumar ke Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Guru Vidya Tirthar ke Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Guru Bharati Tirthar ke Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Guru Vidushekara Bharati ke Mangalam Guru Shri Chandramaulishwar ke Shakti Ganapati Sharadambig Shankaracharya ke Shakti Ganapati Mahaganapati Sharadambigai ke Sringeri Puriyil Niraindirukkum Engal Sharadambigai ke
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Mami. Thank you.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Mami.
Hari Om.
Hari Om,
Mami. Thank you.
Hari
Om,
Om.
Mami.
Hari Om.
Hari Om, Auntie. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hari Om, Sharada ji.
Hari Om, Auntie. Hari Om, Uncle. Thank you so much.
Hari Om, Mommy. Thank you.